This is Jeff Sims, quarterback for Georgia Tech, and you're listening to the 3-Point Conversion. Really in a slump mentally for like a couple of days, and then I just talked to my family, blocked the outside noise, and just leaned in on God and my family, and they really helped me through it. And I really just tried to stay positive and support Jordan because it's not an easy position to play. And Jordan went out there and handled it well, so I was just trying to make sure he was in his right headspace during the game and tell him anything that I see and trying to help him out as much as I can and be that positive guy on the team. And because there's no benefit of me being a powder and just going out there and having my head down and pouting and stuff. So just trying to stay positive and be a leader on the team and just support Jordan.
Rod?
Quez, you guys were able to punch the ball out of Powell's hands a couple of times. Did you see anything in the film that led you to believe that that could happen in this game?
Of course you see like things here and there in film, but we just knew we had to really put pressure on him because he can beat you both with his arm and his leg. So we knew we had to maintain our leverage and keep him contained in the game.
Ken?
Jeff, can you describe a little bit how you felt going into the game and maybe how that happened? Like whether I guess Coach kind of told you to go in, but then also just you obviously look really, really sharp. How did you feel once you got going?
I was prepared for the game. I just knew that my time was gonna come, and I just told myself just go out there and be you. I leaned into God, prayed before the game, and just prayed that His will be done. And I just went out there, and before I went in, I told Coach P, I said, let's get it started with a QB run or something. Let me get hit or something, get my groove going. But I was prepared and I was ready to go.
Patrick?
Jeff, you had 10 carries in the game, and I think you just spoke to this. Were most of those called plays, or are you doing that on impulse? They really had a hard time containing you, obviously.
A couple of them was, reactionary, and then a couple of them was called zone reads, just to just put pressure on the defense, So just going out there reading the defense, making something out of nothing sometimes. But most of them was called plays and great execution by the O-line, great execution by the running backs, and just going out there, having a good time, having fun, and playing as offense.
Paul?
Jeff, could you envision, though, after what you've been through the last few weeks and, kind of how this season started for you, coming in and turning in that kind of performance? Was that in any way in your head that you could perform like that, given the chance?
Well, yeah, adversity comes all the time. It's just really how you handle it. And I knew that my time was gonna come back up and just go out there and be me. And I knew I got God-given talent, God-given gifts, and I just prayed to God that He helped me use them. And really, defense helped us out tonight too. Defense went out there. They played a great game. They've been balling. They kept the offense. They kept the offense in the bind. Kept us in the game. And offense, we just went out there and executed. And that's how I got to be. Both sides of the ball got to be working. We got to be clicking on all cylinders.
Go Jonathan, then Raphael.
Hey, Jonathan Simmons from Real Talk Sports. First thing, how was the defense able to put so much pressure on North Carolina? And then Jeff, I want to ask you a question. How important has your faith in God been in your career? Because you mentioned it a couple of times tonight.
I just feel like we just really kind of found our identity in a way, and once you know your identity, you play so confident. You play for each other. You play for one another, and I just feel like we did a great job of coming together and really locking in and knowing what we could be and actually putting it all together for the dub. A lot of times we fought, but we never got a dub, but we was able to put it all together and come out victorious. So I think we kind of know our identity now, and I think we really feed off this win and keep going to next week.
Did you have your faith in God?
I grew up in a close-knit family. We all close. I've been going to church since I was little, and just surrounded myself with that. And I surrounded myself with a church family. And, ever since that, I've just been leaning into Him. He's been getting me through my whole career. There has not been a game or a time that I was out there playing football where I haven't prayed before I stepped on the field. So knowing that none of this is coming out of me, this is all Him, and just leaning in on Him and giving Him the glory.
From the minister.
Raphael.
Hey, this is Raphael Haynes with the three-point conversion. I have a question for both. First, Jeff, during the ACC kickoff, I asked you about comparing yourself to any quarterback, and you told me, honestly, you don't want to do that. You want to be Jeff Sims, and you want to make a statement this year.
Yeah.
When you look at the type of game you had coming back, do you feel like you made that statement? And then Quez, last week, defense played exceptionally well, of course, and then tonight, how did it feel with the offense playing as well? Did you all feed off them as well?
I don't really like to, you know what I'm saying, brag on myself. I like to keep a low profile. But, I mean, it was fun. Just going out there having fun and just keeping it one play at a time.
And I mean, like, I don't know, man. It was just something out today. Like the defense and the offense, everything was just clicking, you know. And you know, once you know, offense can build momentum. You know, the defense can build momentum, and it's just like a reactionary thing. Everybody's feeding off each other. And it's always great when the offense producing because it makes it easier on us. And when we're doing our job, it makes it easier on them too. So everything works hand in hand. Everything's interchangeable, and you know, we just came out victorious. I'm just glad we got the dub.
Okay, we'll go Dan, Patrick, Terrence.
It's for both of you guys. Numerous times when Coach was up there, he had mentioned about getting ready for next week. Do you think that's more about just piecing these things together, or is it kind of how last year that game was pretty contentious between you two?
Really, we can't celebrate this win the whole week. I mean, this is the only night that we can celebrate, and then tomorrow is a new week. So, Pitt, they beat us the last 2 years, and we just gotta go out there. We gotta prepare hard this week and just go out there and bring the same mentality. We gotta up it, really. I mean, I'm not really satisfied. So, I mean, we gotta go out there and just play hard, play for each other, because we're a close team. We believe in each other. We've been working all offseason just to have this bond, you know what I'm saying? So we out there playing for each other, and we just gonna go out there and give it our all.
I feel like we're definitely not, you know, satisfied with the win because, you know, we still kind of like, you know, had errors in certain plays that, you know, extended the game or, you know, we could have put away early. So, you know, it's still that we got to clean up. But, man, the ACC is a tough division. You know, you're going to have to come to play every weekend. Like, you know, God bless, we got the win this weekend, but, you know, it's a quick turnaround. We gotta get another win next weekend. You can't rest any week. You know, Pitt, anybody in the coastal, everybody's bound to beat anybody. You know, the way it's looking this year, you know, it's up for grabs. So we're going to have to come compete every week.
Patrick, then we'll wrap up with Terrence.
Quez, did you have any special words of support for Demetrius tonight on his fumble return?
Not unfortunately, no. But it was happy to see Demetrius, you know, have that moment. You know, Demetrius is somebody, you know, who's just positive around the team. He's a great energy guy. You know, you can't help but like Demetrius, man. He's a great guy, and it was real special for, you know, the team to see him have that moment. And I know he should have scored, but
I'm gonna definitely be in his ear about that.
Yeah.
Terrence, last one.
Yeah, of course, I just have a quick question for you. You said that you guys found your identity. When did you find it, and what is your identity on defense?
I'm not really sure. It's just a specific moment when we found him. It's more of like a feeling, and I just think, well, of course, you know, we like changed up the scheme that, you know, fits, you know, the player types in our defense. So that's what I kind of mean. Like, we found something that, you know, fits us, and we're able to, you know, keep capitalizing on and get better.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it.